What's up, y'all? It's BWADE. I'm going to hit you with my 5 favorite picks for the Pacers-Knicks Game 5. I'm going to walk you through that data and analysis and explain to you why I like these picks, why I'm deciding to put my money on them, and the goal is to give you guys enough data so that you can make decisions as to whether you want to tail or not. Nothing's guaranteed, right? This is always gambling. I want you guys to do your own research, bet responsibly, all that. These are just the picks that I like, and I'm going to explain to you why I like them. On top of that, the 3-man entry I'm going to give you has over an 11x payout, guys. So we are going to get a big payout on one of these. All 3 of them are very likely to hit, so I'm excited to walk you through that. Also, I do an autographed jersey giveaway every month on this channel at the end of the month. This month we're doing a signed Anthony Edwards jersey. All you have to do to be entered is subscribe to this channel, like this video, drop a comment, and you will be entered into that raffle at the end of the month. Alright, let's start getting into these picks. So I'm starting out with Siakam under 1.5 turnovers, and he's been taking care of the ball really well in the playoffs. He's only averaging 1 turnover a game in the playoffs. He's only gone over 1.5 4 times out of 14 games, so he's only gone over it 29% of the time. And in this series, he only has a total of 2 turnovers. Right? He has 2 games with 0, 2 games with 1. So he has 2 turnovers in the first 4 games of this series. And now he has to have 2 turnovers in Game 5 for us to lose this bet. So he literally has to match the turnover number that he's had the first 4 games of this series. Really like this one. When we look head-to-head in general, he's only gone over it once in the regular season out of the 3 regular season games. He's averaging 0.7 turnovers per game in against the Knicks, and in the playoffs he's averaging half a turnover per game. Really like this one, going under 1.5 turnovers for Siakam, and then I'm going over 1.5 steals and blocks for Bridges. And what's crazy is when you look at Bridges in the regular season, right, he averaged 1.5 steals and blocks in the regular season. He's averaging 2.7 steals and blocks per game in the playoffs. And you can clearly see that mark of delineation where the playoffs started, right? Regular season, not hitting this very often. A lot of games with 1, 2, right in that range. And then the playoffs start, and suddenly he's racking up 2, 3, 4, 5 turnovers every single game. Not turnovers, steals and blocks. He had 2 games against Detroit where he hooked. He had 1. And then this last game against the Pacers, he didn't have any steals or blocks. Something tells me that for a guy who prides himself on defense, who has been racking up steals and blocks all playoffs long, that he's going to bounce back from that game and get us at least 2. He's consistently been doing it all playoffs. He's hit this in 81% of the playoff games. We're getting this at minus 135. It's a great value. Lock this one in. You'll see that slip on the screen here. We're getting just about a 3x payout for this on Parlay Play. This is a newer app that I started using. I love it. They have props for every single stat category you can think of. They also have great promos, and what do I always preach to you guys? Sign up bonuses. Take advantage of them. Parlay Play is going to give you a $100 deposit match when you sign up using code BWADE. It's free money. Take advantage of it. Sign up. Get that free $100. And if you do, take a screenshot and send it to me on Instagram, and I will hook you up with a free week of our VIP picks. You'll get all of our game picks, all of our VIP DFS picks. You guys can start tailing those with us. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, drop a comment so you're entered to win that signed Anthony Edwards jersey. All right, let's get into these next 3. That's going to have an 11x payout. So looking at Karl Anthony Towns' 3-pointers made, there's not a whole lot that jumps off the screen at you, right? For his last 30 games, he's averaging 1.6 per game. Over the season, 1.2. But he's only gone over this in 43% of his last 30 games. So when we cut it down to just looking at the playoffs, again, he's only hit it in 6 out of 16 games. Not very convincing. He didn't hit it once against the Celtics. He only had 3 3-pointers made that whole series in 6 games. But then, coming into this series, he's hit this in 3 out of 4 games. He averaged almost 7 3-point attempts per game in the first 3, right? He had 8 attempts in the first game, 5 attempts in the second game, 7 attempts in the third game. And then this last game where he missed it, he only took 2 3-pointers. I expect that volume to come back up again to the levels that we saw in the first 3 games. And when we look at him against the Pacers in general, In the 3 regular season games against them, he hit it in all 3 of those as well. So he hit this in his first 6 games against the Pacers this year, and then he just missed it last game with only 1. I see him bouncing back here. He's been consistently, other than the first game of the year against them, he only took 2 3-pointers, and that was back in October when he was still a little bit iffy in this lineup and getting used to the swing of things. But since then, he took 5, 8, 8, 5, 7, right? So quick math, 13, 21, 26, 33. So 33, so that's 6.6 attempts per game in those 5 games in the middle. And then he only took 2 here and 2 in the first game. I expect that to come back up to the average, more around 6 3-pointers attempted. If he takes that many, we are getting 2 out of him. Again, he's consistently hitting this against the Pacers. I'm locking this in. On the other side, I am fading Miles Turner's 3-pointers made. He's only gone over this 4 times in the playoffs so far. He hasn't hit it yet in this series. He has won every game of this series. And when we look at him against the Knicks in general, he hit it once out of the 2 games in the regular season. But in 6 games against the Knicks, he's only hit this once. So he has a 17% hit rate against the Knicks this year. And then in the playoffs, he has a 29% hit rate. We're getting this at plus money, and he's hitting it 17% on one split and 29% on the other split. I love getting something at plus money that hits well over 50% of the time. And then for our last pick, I am fading OG Anunoby's rebounds and assists. It's at 6.5. We took this the last 2 games and hit with it. He's gone over it 6 out of 16 games. He went over it in 3 out of 6 games against the Pistons, 3 out of 6 games against the Knicks, and now in this series against the Pacers, he hasn't hit it yet. He's only averaging 5 rebounds and assists per game against them. And when we look over the course of the year, he didn't hit it in either regular season game either. So literally 6 games that he's played them, and he has not hit this yet. He's only averaging 5.2, and he needs to get 7 rebounds and assists to clear this line. I don't see it happening. Nothing points to anything big changing for him here. He's consistently going under against the Pacers, and I am fading OG Anunoby's rebound and assist line. You'll see that slip on the screen. We're getting 11.4x for this on Underdog. Y'all, Underdog continues to feed us these profit boosts during the NBA playoffs. I've kept preaching it to you. I'm going to tell you again, guys, these extender promos, what it does is it gives you a 40 to 100% profit boost on every single NBA playoff game. These are for all users. So we're getting an 80% profit boost on this game 5. If there's a game 6, we'll get 90% profit boosts. And then if there's a game 7, we'll get 100% profit boost. And then it starts over again in the NBA Finals. Profit boosts every game, guys. Take advantage of these. It will significantly increase your payouts and help you to be profitable. They'll also double your first deposit up to $1,000 when you sign up using code BWADE. Take advantage of these sign-up bonuses. Even if you just make a withdrawal on another account, pull the money out, throw it onto Underdog or Parlay Play. They double it. Now you just increase your bankroll without taking any risk. You have another app you can take advantage of their promos on. And then when you send me the screenshot on Instagram, I'll hook you up with a free week of VIP as well. It's a win-win-win. There are no downsides. Also, if you don't want to sign up with one of the apps for some reason, or maybe you live somewhere that you can't, you can always just use code NBA in the checkout. You'll get 80% off VIP. You'll pay $10 for a week of picks. You're not going to find a better deal anywhere. Appreciate you guys watching this. And guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment so you're entered to win that signed Anthony Edwards jersey. Let's get some money.